Kind of a background on us. Ours, as you can see, we're high school kids. Team is 7 through 12. We come from a very small community of around 600 people in the town. Our kindergarten through 12th grade is only 500 people, and so our Supermodels team is made up from 7 through 12, and we work in farm shops. A lot of the kids here are farm kids, work on farms, so they know how to just tinker with things like that. As you like, this is in our advisor shop right there, up in the top right picture, and then in the bottom left, that's actually an old pig barn. So it's things like that, old shops made of things, just things, I don't know. Next slide.
Well, this would be us leaving our hometown, going to Detroit. The bottom is there. We finally got there and started unpacking the trailer. We took 2 cars. We took, this year we took a diesel prototype and a diesel urban to shut the Detroit competition. We finished 9th with the prototype and we finished 2nd in the DWC. So.
Okay, here's a little bit of what kind of happened in Detroit. You can see we're in the lines waiting to go out to race, and in the bottom left-hand corner, that's tech inspection. That's always a very, very stressful part of the competition. And you can see there in the upside on the bottom, that's one of our fine team members taking a nap. You know, it gets very stressful, so gotta find that time to rest. Very important.
So here's one of our, this is kind of line, there's a lot of hurry up and go to go through a lot of things through shell, like tech inspection, like he said. You race to get to the front of the line just to wait to get in another line, to wait a little more, and go through tech inspection. And this is kind of going out to, right out to the track, getting everything ready, and go get the car warmed up to go get on the track.
So you see it was raining in London, well not London I should say Detroit. And they're sweeping off the track, getting it so it's drivable and tires don't slick out or slide and we don't get an incident like what happened already. We also got in an incident with another school and we ended up hitting them. T-boning them on the side and we broke their frame, right? And cracked their wheel. So it was pretty interesting for us. So ours is kind of like a tank, pretty heavy duty.
That's just another picture of us during and before the runs.
This is kind of a funny thing. So before the race, our driver here, they were told to put the parking brake on, and all of a sudden he didn't realize the flag drops. Well, you can see in the second picture that, well, someone forgot to take off their parking brake. So he fell straight to the back right away. Kind of a bad start, but he regained it. This is just a video of the crash.
After we got past that little crash, we ended up finishing second, so then that qualified us to go to London. That is us sitting at the school parking lot right before we take off, heading to the airport. And then that's, as soon as we got into London, the first thing we did was found our crates. You can see how our car was, because we actually, as soon as the Detroit competition was done, we packed it in that crate and sent it off. We had no time to check for damage or fix it if there was damage. We lucked out, nothing was majorly broke, so.
Okay, so in London, as you can see, it is also stressful and requires a lot of time for rest. So that's a few of us napping in the pits with some downtime. And we did a lot of touring also. We were very lucky to do a lot of touring in London. And you can see out there, we're all lined up for a picture out in front of a castle. And it's not a castle?
It looks like a castle, it's okay.
It's got a moat around it, so. Yeah, it's fast forward a little bit. Oh yeah, the food over there was quite good too. We ate at the same place actually once both years. It's called Bumpkin. That was pretty good. Yeah, there's another picture. Us bringing out the car start in London and watching cars go around the track down there in the bottom.
So here's kind of out in London. We started off in order to first, when we get to London, you right away have to prove your fuel mileage. So you have to get 70% of what you got in. For us, it would have been what we got in Detroit. So we had to prove that we could get the same fuel economy before we could compete in the DWC in the first place. So we had a little bit of trouble with that. We had to do that in 3 tries, and we eventually got it on our second try. And then we were able to move on. And in the meantime, after that, we were no longer competing for fuel economy. So we started practicing for the race and what we do in the DWC. And we also had to go through a second tech inspection after the Shell Eco Marathon was closed in London. We'd have to go through a second tech inspection to get entered in the DWC.
So here's us. They're presenting us, basically showing us off. This is a picture after we got third, I think.
No.
Before?
That's the grid, I think.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so this
Yeah.
is lining up before that.
The sun was shining.
Yeah, the sun.
Yeah, sun's still shining at that point.
Yeah.
You can see clouds coming.
Well, the clouds, yeah, the clouds are starting coming back. And we got, what was our third in the
Third place grade, yes.
third,
Uh-huh.
third in the bracket. So that's another third.
Well, I haven't got the chance to speak yet, but they're leaving me out. Here you can see this is right after we got done. We were holding our cup there, and we're all excited. We're all very happy and glad how it turned out. You know, even though it wasn't really how we would have liked it, we really wanted to race. We were really itching to, but it's all right. You know, we still had a good time. The experience is always wonderful, and it's always great. And then the bottom 2 pictures, the one in the bottom left, we are packing the crate up to send it home. As you can see on the one standing up there, you know, I'm the hawk. I watch these guys sometimes. And then bottom one is we're just getting done and ready to head out. And so.
Logan, this year?
What?
This year? What do you want to do?
Well, I guess the main thing we're improving on this year is we're going to retire this blue car. We're building a whole new car. Figure we got enough problems with this car. We need to move on. We got some kids taking some computer classes in the school, and so they're designing the body and frame. They're doing that all in the class. And well, I don't do a lot of that. I'm just looking forward to getting the shop and building it. So.
Actually, St. Thomas has actually helped us kind of get an idea for our next car and how to really do it better than we have been. So we'd like to say thank you to them. That was really Shut down.
We just like to say thank you to Shell. I've been doing this since freshman year, so it's been quite an experience. 4 years of the Shell Eco Marathon. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Overcast.